I'm joined in studio. First of all, you have beverages, right?
Yeah, I've got a black and tan.
You didn't go for the Coors Light. Mike drink. Did you meet Mike?
Yeah, I did.
Nice guy, right?
He's all right, yeah.
He's all right. Okay.
I mean, we don't want to go overboard.
No. Let's. He drinks Coors Light. That's his thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Is he coming in? Oh, shit.
Oh, well, there we go.
Oh, sorry.
That's a big culture shock.
It is a big culture shock.
She's never been to New Jersey before.
This is not Radio Caroline. We're not
the boat that rocked.
We're not playing pirate radio out in the middle of the.
Who cares? Who cares
about what?
Swearing on the internet.
I do. But it's like because it's not
the kids. It's for the kids.
It's the kids. We get everybody listening.
Okay.
Picture the family sitting around the radio.
The little kid sitting cross-legged. He's wearing a full cowboy uniform, and he's sitting cross-legged in front of the radio on a circular rug, and he's got his little 6-shooters.
Yes.
He sounds like a good future citizen for you guys, anyway.
Yeah.
For us, I have in studio Sharon Horgan. How are you?
I'm okay. I feel a bit nervous now.
Don't be nervous.
Well, because my language is appalling.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's going to be fine. You just relax.
She has variations on the traditional swear words.
Yes, exactly.
That might be. Are those okay?
You mean like a Cockney kind of thing?
Sometimes she takes like some of our normal swear words and changes like one letter in them. You know what I mean?
Well, can you give me an example?
I don't know.
Like if you do that thing where you
she changes a U to an E a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that soften it enough?
Try that.
I don't want to try that.
And I also have Hayes Davenport here. How are you?
Oh,
Hayes?
Tom, it's so nice to be back.
It's nice to have you back.
What a great presence.
Now for people
I am on the show.
Yeah, you are. Well, you are. Everybody loves you, Hayes. Hayes is like an old friend now on the show. He started off, let's see, people are saying, let me see here what they're saying.
Yeah, what's the early reaction?
The early reaction is, okay.
Oh, it does. It does.
Is that bad?
I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. All right, let's play some records. You guys like music, right? Here's 6 in a row.
People threatening to abandon the show.
Here's something by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. 48-minute. And then we'll be back with Sharon and Hazel say goodbye. They'll do their goodbyes at the end of the... Now, Sharon, you are an actor and a writer and a producer, right? You do all these things. For people, people know you best for what here in America? Catastrophe?
My Target ads.
Your Target ads?
No, I don't know what they're... Yeah, Catastrophe, I suppose, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Catastrophe is the show you've done with Rob Delaney.
Yeah, he's your super number one fan after Hayes Davenport.
After, yeah.
So wait, who's a fan of who now?
Rob is a fan mostly of me.
Of you.
Yes.
Sure.
And
specifically of Hayes on this show.
Yes.
So Rob's a fan of Hayes on the best, not just of Hayes.
No.
Just not a fan of Hayes outside of this context.
3 times I think I've been on the show.
Where his favorite 3 times of anything ever.
Yes.
He's been into it.
Yeah.
No, listen, he's a fan of yours. He
loves you.
He loves you.
He's a sweet guy. I love him too.
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
Dude, what am I supposed to say? Yeah, look, I really don't. What is that? What was it? Like, even if I didn't actually like him, like I'm just gonna go. Yeah, look, to be honest, since this is just between us, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of him. I think he's kind of terrible. What? What is this thing in front of me? No.
He likes your show better than our show. He fessed that up to me one day.
Better than
Catastrophe.
Why choose? Why does he have to choose?
Well, he felt that he had to.
Is it a contest?
I didn't put him in that position, but
does he do that with a lot of other stuff, like foods that he likes more than your show? Is
he a ranker? He's always ranking stuff.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Well, I would say, I know you did Catastrophe, which is in the second season, finished on Amazon recently.
Is this like a mini interview?
We're just talking. I'm just giving people context.
Okay, go on.
Is this a mini interview? Yes, it's a mini interview.
It's just funny because I sit beside you every day. And,
yes.
You know.
But they don't. Everybody else listening doesn't.
Okay, go on. So what were you saying?
I was saying.
You should know this stuff. She's right. Like, this should be.
Yeah. Look, admittedly, I haven't been paying a whole lot of attention. Catastrophe, people know you from that, and you are the star or co-star with Rob Delaney, but you also created and wrote the show with Rob.
Uh-huh.
So you wore all those hats, but before that, people knew you from what? Pulling would be the big thing?
Yeah, I suppose so. Or Todd Margaret. Like, people over here seem to watch Todd Margaret.
I guess Todd Margaret here would be the things, yes.
That, because no one used to ever, in this country, or New York, I know it's not a country per se, but in New York, no one would ever say, hey, you're the girl from that thing. Just the odd time, a sort of comic book nerd type of man would say Todd Margaret.
Okay.
So no one ever said Pulling, even though it was on TV over here.
Sure. But you'll get people who just like, hey. It's like, oh, I think I know you from,
Yeah.
You're from Tom Margaret, right? And then you're just like, no. Then you kind of put your head down and shuffle away.
Yeah. Oh no, I say thank you very much. Thanks for watching. I didn't know anyone watched that show.
Well, people do watch it. And I work with you on this show that's coming out soon, which I usually don't talk about what I actually work on here.
Really? Why?
Because it's boring.
Don't be so shady.
And people will come to the office.
It's boring.
Don't be shady about your day job.
And potentially kill Tom.
Yeah. You don't realize. You have to realize this, Sharon.
God, of course.
First of all.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
We're all in grave danger.
Because.
They're just after me.
Because.
It would be quicker if I told you why they're not after me at this point. No, we've been working on a show that comes out later this year on HBO called Divorce.
Yeah.
Right? Divorce!
Divorce!
That's sort of the theme tune, isn't it? It's just that. Divorce!
It's just somebody screaming, Divorce!
Just over and over.
Yeah, the title in just a tiny font.
What if they scream it? It's like the bells at a church bell. Like for the first episode, they scream it once, and then the second episode they scream it twice, and then by the end of the season, it's like divorce, 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 divorce.
That is a great idea. Maybe not for this show, but for another show.
For another show.
Tom, do you have a theme tune?
Do I?
Yeah.
I do.
It's one of the best.
What is it? Play it?
Well, we did already. I'm going to play a little bit of it for you now, though. Wait till you hear this, Sharon Horgan.
This is a good crossroads in terms of like, who is the show for? Is it for the guest or for the listener?
The show is for the listener.
But I think in this case, it might be for the guest.
Let's see.
You don't have to. Oh.
No, not that one. Stupid.
This one's fine. It's not.
It's not the theme, though.
No, it's not.
This is the theme.
You like that?
I love it.
Right? It's no metronomy. Right?
Metronomy.
Metronomy. We say metronomy.
No, you
here.
don't.
Yes, we do. Right?
Oh, I love it.
Good, right?
It's Tom
Right.
on every instrument.
That's me.
He goes in the studio one at a time.
No, it's not. See, no. I'll send you an MP3.
Is that, are you on vocals?
It's not me on vocals. No, it's a guy by the name of Paycheck and his lady partner, Mrs. Paycheck. And the two of them did that. They're from Toronto. So, yes, that's the theme.
Do people here like to, when they, make a TV show, do they like to write the theme?
This isn't a TV show, right?
Write the theme tune and sing the theme tune? Is that a thing?
I think Kelsey Grammer did it.
Did he?
On the closing credits of Frasier when he's like, Hey baby, I hear the things calling. Right? Was it?
Yeah.
Is that him?
The things.
That is him. What's he say? Baby, I hear
That's
the
things.
The eggs.
The eggs, chopped salad and scrambled eggs. What is it?
That's not the Jew.
It's tossed, but today
Tossed
it would
salad.
probably be, to update
Right.
it'd probably be a chopped salad.
Chopped salad. Yeah. Kale salad and like the new now,
Kale salad and an egg white omelet.
like the Frasier, the Netflix series on Frasier that will come where he'll just do.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And he
to
would say,
announce.
"Oh baby, I hear the drop a coming."
It's very exciting. We're doing 4 new episodes on Netflix. Like it's just like some unsatisfying short run of new Frasier episodes. And he would do the new thing would be, "Oh baby, I hear what is it? The bells are ringing. What is it?
Also, Colin?
He says, "I hear the blues are calling," but that would have to be updated as well.
Yeah.
But why are the blues calling tossed kale salad and toffee balls?
And toffee balls. so he's jumping right to dessert. Unless that's actually what you guys don't eat.
If it was remade and out on Netflix, they could call it Frasier or
Frasierer.
Frasier.
Right?
Yeah.
don't know.
I like it.
No,
Look,
that's-
are we pitching? Are we going to go up to Netflix and pitch this?
This could
Yeah.
be a good segue to the topic.
It could be, and
What
it will.
what is the topic?
The topic is, get ready for this, the top 50 people who you would not want to be handcuffed to.
50.
50, yeah.
What we have
Go.
to think of
You,
50.
you
Callers
just got to
are saying
rattle
a
them
bunch.
off right now.
Okay, here we go. No, I don't.
I think Kelsey Grammer maybe belongs on that list. No?
I would
Why?
put Kelsey.
Why?
Would you want to be
like
handcuffed?
enough bad stuff hasn't happened to him.
Yeah,
You're
but
going to put him on a...
That's what I'm saying. I don't want him to be handcuffed.
well, hey, that's not what you meant at all. You didn't mean it from a humanitarian.
I just think the guy's been through enough. We're going to put handcuffs on him?
I'm just saying, just picturing being handcuffed with him, just looking like your wrist is going this way, and it's like that's who it's attached to.
I think he would be having such a bad time.
Just mumbling about
Yeah.
it, right? I've gotten people on Twitter have sent me more pictures of Johnny Depp for this.
How come Fat
Oh,
Johnny
really?
Depp or which version?
Like pretty much everything from Lone Ranger onward. It's like I think we're talking. Yeah, nobody's sending me pictures of. It's not
Crybaby.
No, it's not. It's not Crybaby era Johnny Depp. It's all Mordecai and Lone Ranger.
Mordecai is Hayes' favorite film.
I talk about it a
favorite
lot
comedy.
in the room.
Do you?
Just in terms of story structure, the Mordecai arc. Like
What is the arc?
he goes to the Standard Hotel and he thinks that it's when he goes to Los Angeles and he thinks it's the kind of place where somebody might shoot a porno film. But by the end, I haven't seen the movie yet.
Okay.
I've reached that's from the trailer. I've reached the end of my knowledge of Mordecai.
Put Johnny Depp. Hey, Dudio. Johnny Depp. Put him at what, like 28?
Yeah, sure.
28.
He would also be always kind of like flourishing with his hands, Johnny Depp, and so your hand also has to
get
be like yanked
all
up
the
and
time.
down as he's like, oh,
Yeah.
What's the predicament?
Also, he smells of cigarettes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
He smokes a lot of rollies.
You could just picture. You'd have to help him roll it too.
Oh, yeah, of course.
With your arm would be like yanked over as he's like, hold on a second. I need to just roll a quick cigarette here.
So is the handcuffing like 24 hour? There's no breaks.
It's a 48-hour period.
Oh, just for that short of a
Sure.
time.
Well, that's still
Wow.
48 hours being handcuffed to Johnny Depp sounds like I might chop my hand off. I'm trying to think who else. No, I'm not putting the guy from what's that band?
Oh,
Who's the guy?
Nickelback.
Oh
Putting
yeah,
him on the
no.
thing.
what?
No.
You'd like to be handcuffed to him? Or...
Well, I just look at him as like kind of like not top 50. He would not make the top 50. There's worse people.
Did someone say Penn Jillette?
Yeah, Penn Jillette.
Who's that?
He's the magician.
He's a
Oh yes,
Penn
yeah.
and Teller.
Is he
Magician.
the mute one?
No.
No, he's the other one.
The other one. The one you'd say with Teller. I think Teller would be like, I can just figure
fine.
this out.
Because quiet. He's quiet.
yeah,
Sure.
but Penn
He'd
Jillette
write
would be
it out.
talking to you all
He'd
about
shout in your-
atheism. Yeah, he'd be blab.
Any atheist I would not like to be handcuffed to. Don't you agree?
I just don't want to hear.
Yeah, there's one atheist, very famous atheist, who I don't think we're allowed to touch. I think we got to be hands off on the face of atheism. Because he's a fellow countryman.
Exactly.
I mean, Sharon's got to go home and hang out with this guy probably every day.
He's going to be waiting at Heathrow for you, right? Waiting. I heard you on the show then.
Tom told me today, Hayes, that he's trained himself not to laugh because he doesn't think laughing sounds good on the radio.
Well, I think
so now I'm nervous about it because I've got a very annoying foghorn.
No, your laugh is great.
But I'm sad that it's fed into your real life and you can't laugh in real life. I feel sorry for your friends and family.
The price of entertaining people, Sharon Horgan. It's the price of entertaining people at Sharon Horgan. Now people are... Kevin Pollak, would you want to be handcuffed to Kevin Pollak? That would be rough.
Wow. Well, this is a part of the Earwolf family you're talking about.
I'm
this
sorry.
is a guy that has a podcast on the network that I'm a part. He's sort of my Ricky Gervais.
Yes,
really.
He's like the U.S. Rick. Because he does this. Hayes is on the Earwolf Network. He does a show called Hollywood Handbook. And,
well, I mean, it's like being handcuffed to Kevin Pollak is also being handcuffed to Christopher Walken. Mm-hmm. It's being handcuffed
to Shatner.
To William Shatner.
Yeah.
This guy does these impressions.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. He's the guy who
none of these a pleasant experience.
No, you'd just be like, yeah. I would say Kevin Pollak, look, I don't want to put one of your coworkers down, Kevin Pollak. There's like an associate. You're going to go up to Earwolf, and he's going to be there.
It might actually happen.
And he's going to be there doing his Christopher Walken, being like, why are you, like, I can't even do that. I don't even know what that impression.
Try.
What is a Christopher Walken impression? I can, like, guys like that ruin it so much that you're just like, I can't hear. No, that's like, I think that's,
it's a little Brad Garrett.
yeah. No, Brad Garrett's much lower than that.
Is Raymond your, like, the word that you use to, like, get into Brad Garrett?
When he's like, Raymond. He's like, everybody knows Raymond. Everybody. I can't stand my brother Raymond.
He's another one, maybe.
I would not want to, because you'd go
all these
up.
tall
He's
guys.
So tall. You know, Brad Garrett, the brother on Everybody Loves Raymond?
Yes.
Your arm would just be up the whole time. It would be like the blood. You might lose your hand from just lack of blood. It would just be like you'd have tingling fingers within an hour because you're not getting any circulation. I'm not putting
like
Brad.
a half crucifixion.
Yes, a half crucifixion. If you had Brad Garrett.
But it would be equally bad to be handcuffed to, say, Ariana Grande.
Sure.
So tiny.
Yeah.
Or a dog.
And also, or a dog. I was thinking it would be better to be handcuffed to someone you didn't like than to be handcuffed to someone who didn't like you.
Oh, sure.
You know, because that would be stressful.
Oh, absolutely.
So to be handcuffed to somebody who doesn't like you.
Yeah.
So if you're handcuffed to them and you're okay with them.
You're fine with them.
And then they're just like.
They're just really not happy that they're
So
handcuffed.
it's just
and they're
quiet? Like a lot of quiet?
Or just a bit
And
disgusted.
you're doing a whole song and dance and you're trying
Yeah.
to, like, make the best of it.
Yeah, really trying hard, but you just know that
I'm so glad we get to have this time to
Yeah. And
hang out, just the two of us.
you're trying to like.
In that case, maybe we can put Kevin Pollak on this list for me because he does not want to do my show.
So for you, that would be a bad one, Kevin Pollak.
Because I would be trying so hard to impress him.
You'd be like, yeah, so A Few Good Men. You're really good in that.
And he'd be like, I was in The Usual Suspects, you jerk. Was he in A Few Good Men too?
I think so.
Oh, I'm sure you're right.
Dudio? Yeah. Put Kevin Pollak at like 43 on the list. Put Phil Rosenthal at 4 also. Creator of Everyone Loves Raymond. Everybody Loves Raymond. This guy did this movie, holy moly, where he's bringing Raymond. And look, you are a showbiz person. I'm not.
I'm not a showbiz person.
I have like in a year, I'm going to be working in a Home Depot. Or as you say, Home Depot. That was a funny moment.
As you say, Home Depot.
When you were like, you're like, is it Home Depot or Depot? And just like here, it's just like everybody's like, Home Depot.
Like, yeah, it doesn't sound like something you should ever be saying.
A Home Depot. I like Home Depot. That classes it up a little bit.
Sounds more French.
Which department are you going to be working
Hammers.
in?
I'll be making keys. I'll be grinding keys, right?
I think the sort of, I don't know if Home Depot is the same here as it is in the UK, but is there a sort of, gardening area, like tools for, I think you'd be working in that area because you'd be like fascinated by plants and you'd be like, I can make things grow.
Befriending the plants.
So this would be like, so I'm just like discovering myself at this job, according to you. I'm just like, I didn't like it at first. I thought I really wanted to keep my show business career going, but I'm really satisfied here at Home Depot. These plants, like, look at these plants.
Look at
I'm
these
in charge
saplings.
Of. Yeah, that we sell for $8. Like, I'm working so hard on them, and it's just like $8. Like, just like the lowest value of life.
They let you take stuff back if you kill it, and they'll just give you a new one. And I don't think you would do well with that.
I'd just be like,
does
hold
that really
me back.
Yeah.
They let you bring back if you kill what?
Anything.
And yeah. If you kill anything.
Indiscriminately, you can just keep replacing it forever for free.
Yeah. And
yes.
And you could kill the stuff with other things at Home Depot, too. You could
just
be like...
smash them together.
Or you just be like, I bought some of this plant killer in the one aisle. I poured it all over the plant I bought. Now it's dead.
And the box is empty. They're both dead.
Yeah, this plant killer got all over the plant. I need to get a new plant killer and a new plant. This isn't working.
And just put them all in the same bag again.
Yeah, just put them in the same bag and shake it up. Shake them up.
What about Anthony Bourdain?
Why?
I just feel like...
Because of you don't like his food or because of his...
I don't really like his relationship to food. I feel like there would be a lot of stories about like, I've been through worse situations than this. Let me tell you about the time I did heroin out of a caviar spoon or whatever.
So all it would do is trigger more like, and you'd finally just be like, all right. Can we just focus on getting these handcuffs off? Like,
but he'd be fairly good with a knife, so maybe he might be able to pick it. He would have a whole selection of knives because chefs, as we know, they carry blades.
Yes,
and they're velvet.
Yes, he just rolls his little. Yeah. What are we working with? What do we want to do here? Unspools it, but then your hand has to like pick a knife up. So he's like trying to pop the thing with the, like reaching over.
All that is pretty tricky. But I think any chef would be okay to be handcuffed to because if it would be harder to have access to food, shopping, and maybe to be handcuffed to a chef would be.
Is this in their home?
Well, I don't know where we are.
In the woods, maybe.
Okay.
In the woods.
Should it be in the woods?
Yeah, probably.
Right? That seems like not like a... There was that Kim Basinger, Richard Gere movie where they were handcuffed in the bayou. It wouldn't be like the bayou. Hey, Dudio, can you fix this mic for me, please? Tell you, I'm going to fire everybody on this show. Right in front of you. You're going to watch a house cleaning like you never saw before. You're going to leave with them. You're going to see this... Thank you. Oh, hi. Hello. I'm kidding. I wasn't saying anything negative. Oh, hey, how are you? Oh, great. I tell you, they're all gone, all of them, top to bottom. Everybody out there, gone.
God.
Mike.
What happens then?
A rain's gonna come.
Mike's just like, are we gonna get pizza tonight? Are we gonna get pizza tonight?
I can smell the pizza.
I can smell
They
that.
did get pizza.
Do you want pizza?
Well, no.
Do you want a kebab?
Not really.
See, but
Smell
a curry.
good.
do you want a curry?
It smells better than that station we were in earlier, though. What station were we in, Hayes? It smelled of
It was a
5,000
23rd
eggs.
Street Path station.
Okay.
That was smelly.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It's not like the Tube, right? It's not like
It smelled worse than the Tube.
And there was one fan, and one guy had sort of like carved out a space next to the fan, and Sharon kind of tried to like edge her way in there, like next to this guy, getting a little fan action with him.
So you were sharing a
He just-
fan
yeah.
on the 23rd.
He just sort of slowly backed away and just let Sharon. It seemed like
He
Sharon
was-
wanted it more than he
was
did.
sweating anyway, so
Right.
it wasn't working for him.
Right.
Now, Sharon, you are not. People think you're from Ireland,
Yeah.
not England.
Well, I'm kind of a bit of a pretender because I was born in London
Okay.
and my mother's Irish, and we moved to Ireland when I was 4.
Okay. Well, you're
3.
still a kid then. That's
Yeah.
You're
And
from
my brothers
Ireland.
and sisters are Irish. I'm Irish.
Yes.
I identify as Irish.
Okay.
So, but I have.
I don't know why Tom's picking a fight with you about it, honestly. I think, you say you're Irish, you're
I get-
Irish. Tom obviously isn't willing to settle
Yeah.
for that.
What's the problem?
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it. Look, it's gotcha. It's gotcha radio.
I've got like a weird accent now that isn't really one thing or the other. I need to just fix it, I think.
No, it's great.
Yeah, but then there'll be no confusion. It'll just be you're Irish.
Well, over when you're over in London, what do people make of the accent now?
Of my accent. Well, people in London think it sounds more Irish than people in Ireland do. People in Ireland think I'm, some sort of weird hybrid now.
Okay. So for you to get out of Ireland and try to get into comedy, I mean, do you have to go to London for that? Like, if you really want to be in it, is there a big Irish comedy
There's a
scene?
huge Irish comedy scene.
But you're not a
Amazing Irish-
stand-up,
No,
though.
I mean, it's trickier, There's less opportunities
I was just thinking.
for an actor.
for an actor, and they make less shows, So it's better to go to London where the streets are paved with, comedy.
The number one Irish stand-up that I bet people can name in this country is Scottish. Is Billy Connolly.
No, do you think people would make that?
I bet if you asked 1,000 people who's like their favorite Irish stand-up comedian is, they would. The number one answer you would get for sure is Billy Connolly.
Yeah.
Connolly.
And you
That's
know
a
what
shame.
people think of him here? When you think of him here,
They
people
think
think he did a really terrible sitcom
What?
here, and then he's in the Boondock Saints movie.
Oh, that's right.
Here. So those are like the two things. Like there, everybody's thinking of just like this god of comedy. Here, it's just like, that's the guy from that one sitcom. And then he did that dumb movie. I'm a dumb person, so he did that movie I like, Boondock Saints. You don't like Boondock Saints.
I don't know
no.
what you're talking about.
Oh,
What sitcom did he do?
Remember that show?
Vaguely.
Mr. Connolly or some dumb
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
Oh, and we have Craig Ferguson.
Yeah.
Oh,
We have,
also
we have
Scottish.
Joyner Dies. He is also Scottish.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
He did a show called Billy here.
Did he?
Yes. In 1992.
Craig Ferguson.
No. Yeah, Craig Ferguson did the show. He played Billy Connolly on the show. It was actually, Billy Connolly wrote it. Craig performed it. No. Imagine this. Billy Connolly stars as Billy McGregor, a Scottish teacher who moves to America in order to build a new life for himself. He gets married so that he can get his green card. He's worried about getting deported through the show. He lives in a basement apartment.
Real message show. It's like El Norte. You ever see the movie El Norte?
No.
It's like they get sent over the Mexican border and they have to like
So this is his
crawl through like a sewer. Yeah,
Okay.
this is his El Norte.
Well, he's in the school system.
Yeah.
It follows his misadventures. Couldn't just be his adventures, his misadventures. As he adjusts to life in California while staying one step ahead of immigration officials. while seeking to prove his marriage is a sham.
God.
So it's like an old style sitcom.
That's a lot of backstory for a late night talk show. Oh, sorry, not Craig Ferguson.
No, this is not. No, this is Billy Connolly's sitcom. That would be the greatest late night talk show ever, though.
He's hosting a talk show at the same time. Every once in a while, the INS officials will come in and chase him around the desk. His wife, I guess, is showing up from time to time, and he has to teach a class.
on the
and
show.
Meanwhile, like Mindy Kaling is there or whatever, and has to be interviewed.
So he's like, ladies and gentlemen, Blake Lively. And she's out, and then suddenly some guy starts hovering around the background. He's like, yeah, Billy, what are you doing? Yeah, you say you're not on the run here with the immigration, huh?
He has to pretend to be married. Suddenly has to pretend to be married to Blake Lively.
He's like, kiss me, quick.
Every guest that comes on.
They have to do a quick kiss.
Yeah.
To try to block the... I'm here on the best show. We got Sharon Horgan from Catastrophe and Pulling. And now, divorce! It's just all screaming. It's like all your shows just have rows of exclamation points. And then you're like, how'd that happen? Well, this one guy he started yelling once, and then I think people
just assumed that was, correct.
And also, Hayes Davenport is here.
Much quieter.
Hollywood Handbook. I'm telling you, I did when I did that podcast, the Paul Scheer, How Did This Get Made?
Yeah.
I did it, and they do it in front of this audience, and it's like the audience is going nuts for them.
In the Casper Podcast Lounge.
In the Casper Podcast Lounge, I did a live show a few weeks ago, and I'm there, and then they didn't announce that I was the guest, and then they brought me out, and I never heard a more tepid response. Oh, you should have heard that. Oh, yeah. To me.
What's the tepid response?
They thought they were going to get I don't know what they were looking to get. I wasn't it. Because then they're like, Paul's like, this guy does a show. I love the show so much. Tom Scharpling is like, yeah, just like it went, just like, yeah.
What were you wearing?
Oh, is that what it was? Sleeveless.
Did you have
blue
a hat?
polo shirt, blue pants, blue sneakers.
Did you have a hat on?
A hat?
Yeah.
When have you ever seen? Could you picture me with a hat on?
He has one of those floppy Cat in the Hat hats with the Grateful Dead bears around.
No, like a
the
sort
room.
of jester. You know.
Yeah,
like a Happy Mondays kind of thing.
Yeah.
With the eat your face.
She doesn't know what the Grateful Dead are.
Whoa.
If you're going to mention Grateful Dead, switch it out for Happy Mondays with Sharon. Okay. Who's good here, Mike? 4. Mike screens the calls.
Oh, for what?
For me
for the show. This is a show.
Yes,
we're doing a show.
Best show.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. Who's this?
This is Nolan from Arizona.
Nolan from Arizona. What's going on in Arizona tonight, Nolan?
It's incredibly hot. It reached 117 today.
Ugh. Can you imagine? 117 degrees.
Any second on this phone call, we're going to hear the boom of a brownout.
Exactly.
It's just going to be
rolling.
It's going to be gone.
Just just shutting neighborhoods down. What's going on, Nolan?
I had a couple for the topic.
Of people, the top 50 people you would not want to be handcuffed to. Who do you have?
So first one, Kevin Pollak.
We said him already.
It's quite the coincidence.
I don't have internet right now.
Okay, fair enough.
He's on the his internet melted.
He's on the list already.
Okay, well that's fair. Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, I'd want to be handcuffed to him at least, right? Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh yeah, I'd love to be handcuffed to Jerry Seinfeld.
Maybe not Michael Richards. That might not be right. Kramer.
Oh right, yeah.
Right. Maybe him. Even that, I'd still even be. I guess even he.
I'd have questions.
Yeah, it'd be fun to be. Yeah. All right, keep going.
Tim Tebow is my last one.
Tim Tebow.
Huh.
Who's that?
I don't. What?
Failed NFL
American
quarterback.
football player.
Yeah.
Because he failed.
He's just not good. He's a guy who just came out of college, and then people thought he was going to be so great, and he wasn't great. But did you think he was going to be great?
I didn't really have much of an opinion on it one way or the other.
But there's some people who were just like, this guy's the greatest, and then he just was a spectacle.
And he was very religious. I don't really know what a conversation with Tim Tebow would be like.
Yeah, it seems
Well, if he let the whole country down, he's probably quite depressive. I mean, you don't come out of that.
Yeah, at this point, he would just probably be a huge bummer to hang out with.
Yeah.
He did let the whole country down.
Yeah. Talking about I couldn't throw that football.
Yeah.
Right? Wayne Rooney.
Who's the guy that missed that penalty kick in the Euro, in like the 2004 Euro that everyone was mad at? Oh, there's Beckham.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear John Oliver do his David Beckham impression?
No, I'd love to though.
It's so funny because he just does that squeaky high voice of his.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Not really.
Can you do any impressions? Can you do an American accent?
Yeah, but I'm not a clown. I'm not performing.
I didn't say you were a clown.
You did sort of say she was a clown.
All right, I'm here with two clowns. Two clowns in the studio who are going to do my bidding. Dance clowns. Look, dude, you struck out. Nice try. Best show.
Hello.
Yeah, hey, what's up?
Hey, Tom. This is Marcel from Orlando.
Marcel from Orlando. How are you doing down in Orlando with everything?
I'm doing good. Doing well.
Good. Do you have something for the comic, buddy? You're the one who won the contest.
Did he get his prize?
I did. I said he's the one. He did an impression of me and won a I was having people do impressions of me. What is he, a clown?
Actually,
his name is Marcel.
Yeah, it's fair. He actually, yeah. Marcel, can you do a little bit of the impression for Sharon Horgan?
Oh God, you're putting me on the spot.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Let me. Okay. Best show.
That's not enough.
Hey, Best show. Who's this?
Oh, hey, it's Hayes calling.
Hey, Hayes. Where are you from?
I'm from Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Okay. Okay. So, what's going on in Rhode Island tonight? What's going on there?
Oh, nothing. I'm just kind of sitting around having a drink, listening to the show.
Having a drink, okay.
All right.
Well, what are you drinking over there?
Pulling the plug on your impression tonight.
Okay, yeah.
Look,
I'm sorry, Marcel.
I don't know anything about Rhode Island.
It's okay. It's okay. So what do you have something for
It's my fault. I chose the wrong state.
No, it's fine.
Marcel.
Yeah, I do have something for the topic, but I just want to say one thing first. Hayes, I love Hollywood Handbook.
Thank you.
Yeah. You and Sean are hilarious, and I just wanted to say that.
Oh.
Thank you, Marcel.
That's nice.
I liked your impression. Did I think it was the best one of the night? It was top 2 for sure.
Well, I gave 2 prizes out that night.
It was the other one that I thought
squeaked out.
Yeah,
yes,
squeaked.
Marcel.
Yeah.
So what do you have? Who would you not want to be handcuffed to, Marcel?
Well, I've been thinking hard about this. I'm going to have to say Alec Baldwin.
That's a good one.
Oh, why though?
I think Alec Baldwin. I like Alec Baldwin, but I also think he's insufferable.
Yeah.
I think there would be a lot of. I think there would be a lot of like. Do you know who I am? Like, why is this like? Who do I talk to get these handcuffs off me? Yeah. This is like this. No, we're not doing this. We're not doing the handcuffs. There'd be a lot of
I'd
that.
imagine he's kind of flatulent as well.
Yes.
Maybe. He just seems like someone who would break wind like on a regular basis.
I just picture him complaining so much and being just like, and telling stories you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Like The Edge, shooting The Edge.
Shooting the Edge.
The movie The Edge.
Oh, I thought like the guy from U2.
Well, yeah, you didn't know that. You know that Alec Baldwin murdered the Edge.
Well, he was arrested.
Well,
for
I thought you might have meant he shot him,
right.
but in the knee or something.
You're handcuffed to him, and then he says, "Yeah, you know what we're gonna do? You know U2, right? You and me and you, we're going to shoot the edge.
Yeah, he farts.
And you have to like hold half of the rifle or whatever so that he's just like, it's like, stop shaking your hand. I can see him. Thank you, Marcel.
He's he's like creeping through the woods too, and like a deer. The edge is like, you're going to spook the edge.
There's like 3 guys in that crowd with...
You're going to worry the edge.
You're going to worry the edge. There's like, they have hats on, like those like ski caps.
Yeah.
You can't tell. What color ski cap was he wearing? Mixing it with other ski caps. You two, yay or nay?
I mean, that's a really, really tricky one because YouTube back in the day, massive yay. But now I'm still a bit embarrassed for them because of the forcing their album on to people's,
Sure.
Yeah.
you know.
Did
But
you,
then I felt sad that they had to do that.
that they're just like...
Yeah, they had to. Somebody made them
No,
do
but
that.
they were like, what was Bono's reason? He just didn't like the thought of no one listening to it.
There's nobody hearing it.
So therefore he wanted everybody.
It's like,
Yeah. What if
Without-
instead
without
of nobody
prejudice.
having this,
yeah.
everybody had it?
But then
Yeah.
he was sorry, and did they take it off? It landed on it's in my phone.
Yeah.
Like,
How
I
is
don't
it?
know how to get rid of it.
No,
I
you
haven't listened
can't.
to it. I just go, every time it comes on, I go, oh, God's sake, and then skip to the next one. But like back in the day, they were all like, I love them so much.
Sure. Jingin, 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 right?
Yeah.
I like that song. Jingin, 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 jingin. Best show.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, to whom am I speaking?
This is Violet from calling in Greenpoint, Brooklyn.
Oh, I know Greenpoint.
A call from Greenpoint, Brooklyn, where apparently the idea of picking up after your dog still hasn't reached Greenpoint. Like the idea of like,
Greenpoint is never going to recover.
if you're like walking a dog and they just do their business and you're just kind of like, meh, it's going to rain at some point. Not my problem. Come on.
Yeah,
Greenpoint.
in the city without sin, it's the ultimate crime. I don't understand why people don't do that.
Right? It's true though. I'm not wrong, am I?
No, it's totally true.
It's lawless out there. So what's up, Violet?
So I had one for the topic. Brian Williams.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
pretty
No.
good. The anchor man?
Yeah.
You
He
say
would just
no?
be making...
Do you know who? You know Brian Williams?
Yeah.
The newsman
Yeah, he's lovely.
He'd be making light of the situation.
with one of his wry zingers. I don't know. I wouldn't want to. Because, he'd be like talking all about like, because he tries to be like he knows what, like he's trying to be cool all the time.
Yeah.
And he'd be just like,
Who would it be now? Yeah, he'd be talking about like Sky Ferreira or something.
yeah, he's just like, I really wonder if MGMT are going to put a new album out soon. And you're just like, oh, stop trying to fit in with me. You're a news guy.
I had dinner with him the other night. He was lovely.
See? Well, that's
See,
I
now
knew.
we can't do
See,
anybody.
we can't walk this. Okay.
We have an
We're
actual famous person
We're
in here.
taking Brian Williams off the list.
Oh,
Fine. He's lovely. We're putting him on the list of people we'd want to be handcuffed to, right? He's on the other list, right?
Yeah,
People you'd pay to be handcuffed to.
exactly.
All right. Sorry, Violet.
well, I have two other news.
Okay. Who do you have?
Piers Morgan.
Oh, we'll see.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
No?
I would have thought, of course that's a good one, but I would have thought that would be someone that you've had
Breakfast
a lot
with.
of, yeah, sure,
Oh, I
this
didn't-
morning.
No.
That you just came from his house.
No. He's genuinely awful on so many levels. It's hard to know where to start, but
It is really amazing how, he
Mainly
takes a
just-
lot of positions that, like, some people in this country agree. He's, like, very pro-gun control and all these things. Like, I agree with this stuff, but still, people are like, no. Don't agree with me.
not from you.
People don't want it from him.
Yes.
Dudio? Piers Morgan, 18. On the list. Who else do you have, Violet?
Well, I was also, again, another newsman, Wolf Blitzer. Sort of obvious.
Yeah.
I picture him having, like, cigarette breath. right?
Yeah.
Doesn't he just seem like even if he doesn't smoke anymore, he'd still smell like a cigarette?
I think he would be so quiet. I just don't think he would. I think he would just say, "Let's just go to sleep, and let's wake up in 2 days.
We'll sleep for the next 48 hours, and this will be over."
And you say, "Okay, he's already gone."
And then you're just laying there, and he's just like out.
Yeah.
Like, I have to go to the bathroom. Right? Like with Wolf Blitzer, just like, Wolf.
You're like, what is he doing?
Wolf, I have to go to the bathroom. Can you wake up?
He says no.
He groans, and then you have to shut the door with him on the other side. But right, I'm assuming that's what we're doing. We're shutting the door while we go to the toity with like...
Yeah. So, but then you'd have to kneel down so that the handcuffs are going under the door. It would just be very difficult to negotiate.
Is there a window behind the toity, and then he could be outside? But how would you get that?
This is in the woods?
I'm assuming we found a cabin at some point.
Yeah.
Or a park bathroom, like a campground bathroom. Well, then it's just lawless anyway, so. Thank you, Violet. I'm here on the best show. I want to tell everybody I'm here with Sharon Horgan and Hayes Davenport. The Scharpling and Worcester live record that we recorded last year at Third Man in Nashville is available for pre-order now. Go to thirdmanstore.com. And you can pre-order your copy. It comes out in the beginning of July. It's going to come out pretty fast. So get yours now. And there's one other thing. Mike has his shirts. You know Mike, the associate producer on the show. He works at this bar Masses in Bayonne. And we made these shirts. They're very nice shirts, right, Mike? People love them, don't they? And they're all back. They're all going to be back in stock very shortly. So in a matter of days, he'll be fulfilling all the orders again. A big reorder on the shirt. So you go to apmike.bandcamp.com. You can order a Masses Tavern shirt, and you'll get it. He'll send it in an envelope and everything.
They're blowing up.
They are blowing up.
LeBron was wearing one after, like when he changed after Game 7, he changed into a Masses t-shirt.
He did.
Did you see that? Yeah,
I
he
did.
did. Yeah, he celebrated. They went to Vegas and all that.
And then they went to Bayonne.
Yes.
Then to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Best show.
Hey, Tom.
Yes, hi.
Hey, it's Bucky in Peoria.
Bucky in
Illinois.
Peoria, Illinois. What's up, Bucky? You're here with Sharon Horgan and Hayes Davenport.
Oh, wonderful. I'm a big fan of both of you. I love Catastrophe and Pulling. And Hayes, the stuff you do also.
Thanks,
And
Bucky.
that stuff that you do as well. That stuff is some good stuff.
There was one time, Sharon, where me and Hayes went to this haunted prison in Philadelphia.
I remember.
Yeah, and then
What happened?
We're there, and then it's super scary. And then this one guy goes, we're waiting to get led into the next portion of it because they control the crowd flow. And this one monster goes, "Is your name Hayes Davenport?" And then Hayes is like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm a fan of your show, Hollywood Handbook." And then Hayes goes, "Oh, well, thank you very much. If you know the show, you'll know who this is. This is Tom Scharpling from The Best Show." And this monster goes, "Oh, yeah, sure." It was the worst rejection by a monster. A guy dressed like a monster. He goes, "Oh, yeah, sure. All right, you guys can go now into the next section of the
They found the thing that scared Tom the most.
That was it.
They found his true fear.
It was my true fear.
In that haunted
What
house.
kind of a monster?
He was like a jailer. No, he was in the mechanical lab.
Yeah, he looked like a torturer.
I genuinely thought you were just being really rude about his general appearance and personality.
When I called him a monster?
Yeah.
No, he was
You
done
monster.
up. So you just did the American accent.
Did I?
You monster. Look, I'll do my British accent if
Go
you
on.
do your American.
No.
Which one of you killed my brother? It's Michael Caine, right?
That's
Who
really
here
good.
killed my brother? Brother, right?
Brother.
Bruver. Which one of you killed my brother?
That's really good.
Caller?
Bucky?
Bucky,
sir.
Bucky, thank you for remembering. You remember because he likes pulling and catastrophe, and he's also into whatever it is Hayes does. Now, Bucky, what do you have to
sorry.
say? First of all,
Well, I
Bucky,
got two things to talk. Oh, yeah,
I'm going to say this. Would you like an audio autograph right now?
I
All right.
most definitely.
Okay. To Bucky, all the best. Tom Scharpling. Would you like to give him one?
Wow. Bucky, thanks for being a fan. Hayes Davenport.
Of course.
Okay.
You don't
I love
respond to
everything
an
you
audio
do.
autograph. It's just I write it. You don't write anything below that.
Sharon, would you give Bucky an audio autograph?
To Bucky, best wishes. Scribbly, scribble. You can't figure out what my name is because my signature is illegible.
There you go, Bucky. So you got.
Thank you.
So what do you have for the topic?
Well, I got two for the topic, but also along the lines of what you just did. I did receive from my girlfriend. She ordered me an AP Mike headshot, signed headshot for Father's Day. I received it on Saturday,
Okay.
and it says it's very nice. It's a very nice Father's Day gift. It says, "To Bucky, a great dad, love Mike," and I just
Because Mike sells
really appreciate
headshots
that.
of himself.
Who's Mike?
Who's Mike?
Mike is the
Oh, your
fellow
man out
that-
there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weirdo out there.
Oh, the weirdo. Okay.
One of the ones that's getting canned tonight. He sells these headshots and he signs them. And you know how many he sold them? Hundreds.
Really? How much do you sell them for?
thousands.
How many have you sold, Mike? 400.
400.
He's selling.
Mike is set up
For how
a
much?
Fortune 500 company in the waiting room of this studio.
I'm hemorrhaging money on this show. He's walking away like.
He's going public very soon.
Yeah.
Tom, why don't you get some headshots done?
Would you really want a headshot of me hanging on your wall?
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
Bucky?
Bucky.
Yeah, Bucky.
Even Bucky's not
Yeah.
into it.
Sounds like Bucky could take it or leave it.
Yeah.
All right, Bucky. Who do you have for the thing now?
Sorry. I have Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, people really are dumping on this guy lately.
Why do you put Neil deGrasse Tyson on the thing? Because he's just going to talk about the asteroids the whole time, or whatever he talks about.
Yeah, well,
Waves
yeah.
ours.
I mean, he's gonna, but he's also gonna ruin every movie that you watch.
That's true. He's always this guy Neil deGrasse Tyson is always like, well, actually, the logic in this X-Men apocalypse is it's like nobody asked you to debunk the science of an X-Men movie.
Yeah. He's taken all the sort of fun out of that movie.
Yeah. So go ahead. Who else?
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
I disagree.
You like Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Shia LaBeouf movie?
Even
Stevens, the movie.
When he went mental in that club and
Oh, so you just like the actual maniac.
yeah.
It's like, oh, he's an actor?
I don't think I've ever seen a Shia LaBeouf movie. I just love.
You just like that he's an insane person that people film and just like, wait, what's this guy do?
Yeah, I like his art stuff.
So Shia LaBeouf has been vetoed.
But I mean, I can't veto that. I mean,
Sure
it's
you
what
can.
I,
Look, you vetoed Brian Williams, Shia
He
LaBeouf.
turned it into an art project.
Yeah, his art project. Look, who else you got?
I don't know. I feel like
If you don't know, I'm hanging up on it. I'm here to let this guy figure it out. Best show.
Hi there.
Hi.
Tom?
Yes.
Hi, Tom. This is Bobby in Austin, Texas.
Bobby in Austin, Texas. What's up, Bobby?
Nothing. Just hanging out, enjoying the show. Enjoying Sharon and Hayes both being there. Thanks for being on the show, guys.
you're welcome.
You're welcome, Bobby.
Did you have? It was Austin
From
where
Hayes.
you. There you go. So, was that where you hurt yourself, Austin?
Oh yeah, that's where I broke my.
Oh yeah, there's
Thomas
a
bone.
woman's foot flying next to
There's
a trampoline.
there's a bone shard on a trampoline somewhere.
So, somewhere in Austin, there's a piece of Sharon Horgan's ankle. So you go to Austin.
Still bouncing up and down on the trampoline.
You go to Austin, Texas, and you're jumping around on a trampoline,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you jump too high?
I suppose it was pretty, it was medium height, but someone was also jumping at the same time or a split second before me, and they landed on the trampoline and made the trampoline not bouncy but hard.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was expecting bounce.
Yeah.
And I got hardness.
And you went right down on your ankle.
I went right down on my ankle. But I'd taken a muscle relaxant about an hour previously, and it was Christmas Day, so I'd had some.
So you knew
Was
this
it a
was going
lewd?
to happen.
Did you pop a
I had
Quaalude?
I had a bad back, and the chap I was staying with had a lot of medicals, and so I took one of those for my back, and then because it was Christmas Day, there was champagne.
Okay.
So there was those two other things as
So
well.
this
as
is
the
a
drugs.
This is what brings us to a trampoline.
So it's like back pills, and we
Yeah.
call them back pills.
Why are you doing inverted commas with your?
Because it's always like
You have to legally.
Yeah, it's like so you were taking back medication,
Back pills, yeah.
plus champagne
Yeah,
times trampoline
times trampoline
equals
shards.
Sharon's ankle shards.
Do you call a comma an inverted quotation mark as well?
No, what? Why?
I've never heard inverted commas.
Oh, you really? Oh, okay.
Now, what's your name again?
Bobby.
Bobby. What do you have?
Yes, sir.
First of all, if you find any part of Sharon's ankle that's still down there
Sure.
in Austin, send it to me.
I'll be on the lookout.
And I'll
You bet.
forward it along to her. Okay?
No problem at all.
All right. What are you calling from? It sounds like you're calling from a Dixie cup.
Hang on, let me try this. Is that better?
Okay.
Well, let me hear you now.
Is that better?
Yeah. Why didn't you do that in the first place?
Sorry, I was on hold. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, it's only a call-in show. Why would you? Yeah, let me just play fast and loose with the quality of the call.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
Come on. What do you got for the topic, Bobby?
I got a couple for the topic. They're two rock and roll opposites.
Okay.
The first, as much as I love the Dead Kennedys, I got to say Jello Biafra.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty rough one to be handcuffed
Why?
to.
That'd be pretty tough.
Just
All the
talks
time.
too much.
Yeah. Running his mouth. That
About
48 hours
the
would
system.
be. Yeah. And I love him, but I think
Yeah.
he's disappointed. Let's put him 46. Who else?
And the second would be his rock and roll opposite, the Nuge, Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent. Yeah, that one would be pretty insufferable. Ted Nugent, 8. Yeah.
All right.
Great job, Bobby.
All right. Thanks a lot, Tom.
You cut off the M of Tom.
I always do that. It's the best part. Oh,
He's got
it's my favorite part of the whole show.
perfect timing
Hanging
on
up.
that hang
Tom.
up.
Just that. Best show.
Hello.
Hi. To whom am I
Hi.
speaking?
This is Roxy in Los Angeles.
Roxy in Los Angeles. I know you.
Yeah, I'm actually with David. We're on speakerphone together.
With who?
David.
It's her date to Dirty Grandpa.
That's
I know
right.
about
Sharon,
this.
a few months ago, I put out an offer to Roxy, who is a young person in Los Angeles.
Young. Thank you.
Of course you're young. She went on a date with another listener, and I paid for the date as
No
long as
way.
they went to see the movie Dirty Grandpa and took a picture in front of. I'll pay for listeners to date. I'll pay for the first date, but the stipulation is that if the date turns into love, and I got to say this, that date was January. It's
Yeah.
June. You're sitting next to him now on the thing.
No way.
They probably have a kid coming pretty soon.
Yeah.
We're not dating.
You're not dating.
No.
6 months later, I'm saying, look, I'm not going to. Just be honest with me. That's all I ask.
They're on speakerphone. It's like a new It's a Wonderful Life.
The catch, though, Sharon, is that if it goes the distance and the people get married, I get to design the wedding cake.
Oh, the cake.
What's on top of it?
Oh.
Like the scenario of the two, like the groom and bride or whoever it is. I get to figure out what it's going to be, and I will have them. What will it be? It'll be Roxy and David with Robert De Niro as Dirty Grandpa.
Yeah.
Right? On top
And
of
Zac
your
Efron.
wedding cake.
Probably.
What's that?
And Zac Efron, too. I mean,
And Zac Efron, sure.
yeah. Not as important, but
No.
What's that movie like?
it was brutal. I mean, parts of it were tolerable, but most of it was not.
Have you figured out what's happening on top of the cake yet?
I think their Dirty Grandpa, because he judges he participates in like a hard body contest at one point.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
I think you guys on the cake, it's a little marzipan figure of you and David, who's next to you, watching Robert De Niro as Dirty Grandpa, shirtless, in his hard body contest scene, and you're judging. And he's just about to launch like his jock strap, so to snap it at the two of you, which I'm sure he did in the movie.
I love that, but what if he was lifting us?
Look,
I think
he's-
that sounds more doable in Marzipan.
that he's lifting them.
Yeah, your whole scenario, that was a lot of...
Sounds like multiple
I don't
frames.
think you can make that in Marzipan.
I think he's doing it with the cake.
That I have to just say, I think Hayes just designed. It'll be the wedding cake. That there's just a whole lot of wedding cake left over at the end of the night, because then people are just like, I don't know if I want any of the cake.
It becomes a question like, can you actually take this cake back after the wedding? It's in such perfect condition.
Now, Roxy,
Yes.
first thing I ask, just be honest. If something's going on and I'm going to get a chance to design a cake, don't deny me that. 6 months later, you're together. I get to just say, the facts are the facts. It's starting to add up. And look, I'm not going to pry here.
He's sitting right next to me. You can ask him.
Okay.
Get a little closer, David. Get right next
Yeah.
to the phone so you both can hear.
Look, is there any
Never
smooching going on in this relationship?
There's no smooching. There's a Tombstone pizza.
We're drinking vodka and lemonade, and I brought a frozen pizza.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Tuesday, that's just tradition.
Where in Los Angeles do you guys live?
I live in Highland Park.
Highland Park? Yeah, of course.
Right?
I'm in Echo Park.
Yeah.
I live in Mark Maron territory.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
So what do you got for the topic, Roxy?
We had a few.
So Tom, or what about fictional characters?
No
Okay,
fictional
'cause-
characters.
My first choice was AJ Soprano, but maybe even the actor
Robert Eiler.
would be interested.
I don't want to
Yeah.
be the Robert Eiler. I don't.
I mean, somebody probably is having to deal with that situation right now.
Right now, yes. Right now, Robert Eiler is saying, "I sure wish I wasn't handcuffed to this
Actual criminal.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We also thought maybe Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan's
yeah.
pretty good. The idea of that clown
Oh,
sweating all over you.
he's
right?
so rich now.
So orange. I'll believe it if he gets any of that money.
Really?
Wasn't that great when they were like, I mean, it's really the most awful thing ever, but they asked for $110 million from
Yeah.
Gawker, and the judge was like, no,
I'm gonna
you
give
get
you-
$140 million.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened
Yeah,
before?
just like. Yes, Hulk Hogan is 6 on the list.
6.
6, yeah.
Wow.
Would
No,
you?
no,
that's-
good.
Oh, yeah, that's like.
I feel good about
yeah.
that. I just didn't.
Right?
That
6. Just couldn't
wow.
even picture him just like dumb headband. Hey, help me fix He's got always adjusting his headband, and your arm has to go up now to his head as he's like constantly fixing his accoutrement.
And also that he'd probably, does he still have that mustache?
Oh
thing?
yeah. Then he's brushing.
He'd have to brush that and keep it trimmed.
Time to dye it too.
He's always saying the word brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, brother.
Time to dye my mustache, brother.
Brother.
Hand me that mustache dye. Like you're applying blonde mustache dye to his.
Yeah, like you put the mask over his whole face except for the mustache and dip it in like a peroxide bath.
Oh, and also he'd be doing weights.
Yeah,
and then so you'd have to do weights with your.
So you'd have one bulked up arm.
You'd have one massive arm
because Hulk Hogan had to do his workout. Anything else, guys?
I think that's
Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, that's all we got.
Be truthful is all I say.
You guys have got chemistry. I can hear the chemistry.
It works. It just works.
I will say, at the very least, you sparked a very nice friend connection.
Yeah, you did.
You want more though.
Yeah, there's smooching going on.
Grandpa wedding cake so badly.
No, I want you guys to be happy and honest with yourselves so badly.
Just do that thing tonight where you both take off your clothes. Don't do anything. Just take off your clothes.
Yes, I think that's
stand, a few feet away from each other, and then walk slowly towards each other. Don't touch, and then see how close you can get, and then the next day call each other up and relive it.
I gotta say.
I appreciate the advice, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much.
I hope it's not
guys,
awkward.
Yeah, they want that to happen.
He wants it,
right?
He wants it. I can tell.
I know. I just hear it. Just fall in love already. What's so wrong with that?
Thought you were going to say that if they marry, then you get to design her wedding dress, and I wondered, would it be navy?
It'd be blue.
It would
be a
blue
blue polo
blue.
shirt.
It would be
blue pants.
a polo neck dress, or just a very long polo shirt with a train.
Exactly.
With a veil made of polo shirt material.
I'll be there like, I'm thinking something in a navy polo type theme for the wedding. And then the groomsmen can also wear like maybe navy polos, and it's a uniform.
How many do you have?
Oh, how many do I have? I don't know if there are any that I don't have.
It's like a rotating dry cleaner.
I might have all of them. There might not be any other navy polos out there. They'd send them to me. I get right of first refusal on them when they make new ones. I say how many I'm not going to take, and then everyone else can buy those.